Yes, yes, people, we're back. Another episode, and let's just jump straight into power, man. So, technical masterclass. Shelton Benjamin defeated Brian Kendrick by pinfall with a play dirt, opening up the show hot. Brian Kendrick, we brought him on a night only deal, 42 in the ring, but Shelton got a 62, and it allowed him to showcase his skills. Segment rating 50. Nice little introduction for Shelton Benjamin, trying to build his momentum, getting him the win. Gresham gets his get back on Shelton Benjamin. He clocks Benjamin and suplexes him. He starts raining down punches on him and puts him in a chokehold. Benjamin manages to use the ropes to pull himself out of the ring. Gresham gets out of the ring too, grabs the chair. He swings at Benjamin, who ducks. The chair hits the steel stairs whilst Benjamin escapes through the crowd. And this has started the storyline. So 61 segment rating. Jonathan Gresham getting his get back on Shelton Benjamin after being attacked after the world title match that he lost against Ace Austin at the pay-per-view. So yeah, this is heating up. This is heating up. Colby tells Ron Killings how much he appreciates him. He realized Ron just wanted him to do his best. He's blessed to have had the opportunity to be in the ring with him, and he wishes him all the best on his title hunt. Ron says he loves Colby, and he went to see Billy Corgan for him. Me, the big man, Billy Corgan. Ron says, I won the Dusty Classic, and I get my title shot. I get it whenever I want. I want you to have your shot first. I'm the first person you've lost to in months, so if you're ready next week, you versus Ace Austin for the NWA title. Segment rating 57. Angle got the crowd hotter. They're hot and rising. We're just kind of showing how that little tournament rivalry between the two baby faces um, has led to basically it was just Ron trying to do the best he could for Colby and acknowledging that Colby's been on a really good run. I think he's undefeated, well, until he faced Ron in the final. And he's got his title shot next week on Power. So yeah, good stuff. Mustafa Ali defeats Carl Fredericks with a reverse 450. Um, segment rating 45. Carl Fredericks was off his game. He's decent stats, so I don't mind using him again as enhancement talent. Mustafa Ali, a good performance, 59 rated. Crowd were hot. And just keeps Mustafa Ali's momentum going, gets him on TV. Little match, and yeah, we keep it pushing. Mustafa Ali is interviewed after his win. It's his first opportunity to talk about his match with Tyler Breeze. He welcomes all challengers, and he says he sees Ricky Knight Jr. watching in the crowd. And if his face is okay after being after being rearranged by Takeshita, he's more than welcome to put his hat in the ring. Soraya comes to her brother's defense and eviscerates Ali. 46 rated segment. Ricky Knight Jr.'s looking dreadful, but Soraya kind of saved it. So maybe we're setting up Mustafa Ali, just won his title against Ricky Knight Jr. A redemption potentially. Next match, Violence Forever drew with Authors of Pain. The referee lost control and stopped the match. So maybe that starts a storyline between them, which it does. Poor in the ring AOP again, 40 and 46. I don't really like that. Segment rating 44. Probably got penalised a little bit just because the stoppage. But Kevin Koo, 54, he kind of carried it himself. And obviously the tag team specialist bonus kind of carried the match as well. But hopefully we'll see something better in the future. And Brother Greatness doing some good work at ringside, so that really helped. Quick 3-minute angle, Danhausen, Kenzie Page. I knew Danhausen would carry that. Segment rating 61. Just getting Kenzie Page on TV, even if it's for a short time. Zion versus Mark Coffey. This is bad. Wrestling rating was poor. Crowd rating was dead. Segment rating 46. And it's because the commentary lifted the match, as you can see. Zion was clearly off his game. 29 in the ring, though, is unforgivable. Mark Coffey consistently putting in the 48s. I just can't have poor wrestling on the show. The show, unless you're super popular, we can't have poor wrestling. And to be on the show, unless you're unpopular, you shouldn't be getting in the 40s. They were going all out as well for a wild brawl. Penalised for low morale, okay, declining physical ability and inconsistency. So he's not going to get any better. Yes, we've got the spinal impact move thing, but yeah. AJ Mendez and CJ Perry cut promos, 61 rating, because they're both involved in the storyline with Michael Oku and Fred Yehi and the agency. So that's decent. Little 10-minute angle. Crowd is still very hot. So we're still on track, I think, to have a decent rating. Metalik defeated Junior Benito by pinfall with a corkscrew somersault senton bomb. Wow, what a move. Number 6 defense of the World Television title, Junior Benito, 39, disappointing. Metalik, 62. Benito has real high upside, but we need to probably just throw him on pre-shows to get his reps in. Crowd rating obviously dead. Title was on the line, but there's no story behind it. Wrestling rating 51, segment rating 60, and the wrestling is what carried that. Metalik, this is why he's got the TV title, because I know week in, week out, he's going to be wrestling on TV and he's going to be putting in good performances. The Bunny says Ronda attacked her and got her out of contention. James Mitchell explains that he feels that Max was also duped by the opponent change. This is why they attacked Ronda. And if Masha wants part of the ass kicking she'll receive, then go ahead. Masha comes out ready to fight, but she's outnumbered until Janai and Killer Kelly come to her aid. Segment rating 50. Promo at the start, 46. And then attacking and then making a save, 49. So all round, I think it's decent. 50 is decent. The crowd are still very hot. So I'm happy with this. It's going to cost us a bit having all of these guys on the show, but it is what it is. In about that superb wrestling, Jessica Troy and Konami defeated Takumi Iroha and Benny when Konami submitted Takumi Iroha with a cross arm breaker. Ivelisse ran in and attacked Iroha during the match. And I knew this was going to get a good rating. Jessica Troy, 48. It was her debut, but I know she can get better. I knew her and Konami would be decent together because I've had them on a different save. Konami 55, Jessica Troy disappointing 48, but she'll get better. Benny 58 and Iroha 64, obviously, because Takumi and Iroha, Veni, sorry, are just like top tier. And Konami will be top tier as well. We just need to up their popularity. Takumi Iroha benefited from having a hot new move, and Jessica Troy was in amazing form. So 63 rating. Ace Austin's asked about the news who'll be facing Colby Carino next week for the NWA title. Ace shows no fear, says he doesn't care who they put in front of him now. Line him up, he'll knock him down. Marie says Carino was given an opportunity out of charity. We have nothing to worry about. Segment rating 53. Ace Austin's getting better at his gimmick, and the crowd are still hot. Taylor Becker doing her interview spiel. Very good. Is a shrewd signing from us. Ronhausen, 82 rated. I'm happy with that. Segment deserved better commentary, but we know by now Ronhausen is gold. It's going to get high segment ratings, and it's going to help us out a lot. And clearly it has here. It is really going to push up the show rating, the final result. But that was the last thing on the show. That was the last thing on the show. So let's see what rating we got. I'm nervous. 67. Show increased in popularity in 7 regions, which I think is Canada. 250 people in attendance. It was sell out. 67 overall rating. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We just got to still get rid of some of the dead wood. We've brought people in. They're not worked. It is what it is. But I'm happy with that rating. Like, that's brilliant. Financially, how have we done? I'm interested to know. No injuries again, which is good. Let's see how we are on the financials. We're in a healthy position at the moment. 11,400. Not bad. Um, I can't really complain with that. And popularity, yeah, it's in Canada. Okay. So looking at the show now, we've sold out nearly 35,000 viewers. Ronhausen kind of saved it, but it's just the things in the 40s, those kind of things is what is kind of throwing us off a little bit. And we want to try and avoid them now. And if you can't, that's what I'm saying. If you can't hang in a ring, it just can't work. It's just not going to work because the wrestling will carry everything else. You know, it just is what it is. The wrestling will carry it. It doesn't, if you watch like football or if you're from the US and you're watching soccer or whatever sport, it doesn't matter how good the commentary is. If what you're seeing on the field isn't good, it's going to be difficult to fully enjoy it. Once the product is good, everything around it is whatever, because if the commentary during a sporting event is poor, the sporting event and what's happening on the field is fire. That's what you came here to see at the end of the day. No one came here to listen to commentary or whatever. We want to see what's going on the show, in the pitch, in the arena, in the ring, whatever it is. So I can't complain, but that rating could have been a lot higher without you know, those poor performances in the ring. So with that being said, I think it's time to get to the next episode, you know? Yeah. Let's go. Laten we gaan. So we open the show with Jake Hager versus Jonathan Gresham. Jake Hager on a night only deal just to get Jonathan Gresham a technical opponent. And he beats Jake Hager with a German suplex hold. 55 rated segment. Jake Hager with a 53 in the ring. Jonathan Gresham with a 63. So I'm happy. Wrestling rating got a 58. Crowd rating was a little bit dead, obviously, because a technical masterclass. And obviously, there's no storyline here. So it is what it is. But 55, it's got the match off to a strong start. Simmering. Yeah, no complaints here. Jonathan Gresham is always good. Always good to have him wrestling on TV. Benjamin and Gresham scrap and security rush in the ring to separate them. Many items are thrown in a melee and Gresham leaves bloody. 65 rated segment. This is gaining a lot of heat, this storyline. And I really want to see Gresham and Benjamin in the ring. I'm so eager to see what rating these two guys would have. Max the Impaler and the Bunny defeated Rage Inc. The Bunny pinned Janai Kai with a sit-out facebuster. 50 rated segment, 38 for Janai Kai, which isn't good. The Bunny 41, might just stick her to being a manager. Killer Kelly, Maxi Impaler 53 and 54. Managers did good work. I'm happy. Colby Carino and Ron Killings just backstage having a chat, I guess. 63 rated. Ron doing his commentary stuff. AR Fox defeated Michael Oku with a low main pain. Good in-ring performance from the both of them. 52 AR Fox, 54 Michael Oku. Managers doing good ring work. 56 segment rating. The crowd rating I'm a little disappointed by though. But the storyline's advanced with this. Maria calls Jake a coward and ACH wants revenge. Redemption. 41 segment ratings. A little bit disappointing. What I've come to realize is that Jake Doyle does have a big injury though. Shayna Baszler defeated Natalia Markova by pinfall with a knockout punch. Markova 34, she's going to be released now. Shayna Baszler with 53. Segment rating is dragging down the show. The commentary lifted it up. Ronhausen, 80. There we go. Happy. Ron Killings was the real star of this segment. Boosted it up again. King Kota defeats Kylie Page with a top rope splash. 49. King Kota carried the match with a 55. Kylie Page 28. We need to have her wrestling on pre-shows because she's just terrible in the ring. But King Kota's got the star power and the popularity for, this to have a good rating, a decent rating. King Kota and Priscilla Kelly start talking smack to each other. Priscilla Kelly speaks about being unimpressed by this new money project management have placed in front of her. That money should be spent in her pocket. King Kota strikes back and slaps Kelly, who rolls out of the ring and says that redemption is on. 59 rated segment. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think it's the highest. No, Gresham and Shelton Benjamin was the highest rated segment so far. Actually, no, Ronhausen was. So, but 59 is a very good rating. The crowd are very hot. I'm happy with the direction this is taken. No complaints from me. Takumi Iroha defeated Ivelisse Felice with a triangle choke. 57 wrestling rating, of course, because Iroha is a monster. 71 in the ring. Ivelisse 43. She got like a 42 when she was off her game, and now she's getting a 43. So segment rating 67, which is really, really good. But Ivelisse, I mean, she's probably going to be a jobber enhancement talent. I can't see us really using her. I can't rely on her in the ring, and this is why I guess we've had this match on Power, not waiting to the pay-per-view. CJ's furious as the match last week left Zion out indefinitely, and she swears revenge on them. Yeah, because we released him because he's terrible. 29. You can't be doing 29 in-ring performances. So we've moved him along. Ace Austin defeats Colby Carino by pinfall with an Ace's high. He makes his defense number 4 of the World Heavyweight title. 53 for Ace Austin, who was off his game. 56 for Colby Carino. Maurice did good work at ringside. Crowd were buzzing. 62 segment rating. And yeah, it's good. It's a good main event. title on the line on Power, not just a pay-per-view. 250 people, so it looks like we've sold out again. And I'm just glad there was good performance from Colby Carino. Ace, like you said, like it says, it's off his game, but normally you'd get a higher rating from him. But at least we know in future these two could probably work together. You know, no poor chemistry. Ace attacks Carino after the match. Ron Kinnon stop Ace when they go nose to nose, and Ron says he's coming for him. 63. So that's a strong finish. What did we get in the end? It makes me nervous. 68. Didn't result in any popularity changes though, and benefited from having a wide selection of angles. I don't know why it didn't do anything in regards to popularity. I think we've been duped here. But if we had ACH off of the show, I mean, it would have been higher. We lost 10,500. That's fine. Still looking healthy. And this is a guy we need to sign because we'd probably get him for $60 or something like that. But his stats are unreal, and he could literally be the face of the company if we build him correctly. Kaito Kiyomiya is, if you play TW9, this is someone you need to get. This is someone you need to get, 1,000,000%. You can build a company around this guy. We're definitely going to go and sign him up. But looking at Power, the viewership was down, wasn't it? But the show rating was 68. I'm so confused at that. I don't know why that's happened. I don't know why that's happened. But yeah, I was saying that Jake Doyle picked up an injury, giving him some surgery. So he's actually out for the moment. So he's not actually going to be able to compete. So we'll kind of just drag it on a little bit until we figure out what to do with ACH. And Natalia Markova with a really poor rating. I think we're done with her now. I think she's got to get released. I don't even want to use her as an enhancement talent. Not if you're getting 30s and you're not a young wrestler that has a high upside. And she doesn't have a high upside. So 68 rating, we're still going strong. I'm really happy with that. We're on the road to redemption. And yeah, Age Blanc could be on his way back to NXT. $30 a show. I think he's pretty decent from yeah, he is. No popularity, but that would be an interesting signing for so cheap as well. Let's have a little chat with him and see what he's up to. Written deal if we can. As you know, 2 years, you know the drill. Better offer from another company. So NXT have already offered him a deal. I never watched NXT really, so I don't actually know about him. I just know about him from the game. They've offered him $50 a show. So offer you 60. No. He says their offer's better. It's because they've offered him 15% merchandise cost. And a handshake deal as well. Do you know what? Let's see if he takes this offer. Cover his costs. It's in the southeast. There won't be too much anyway. Okay. Let's try 70. $50 per show. The fact that wrestlers can do this stuff for like $50 and stuff is mental. Let's offer him $70 a show. It's the written contract. It's got to be. He wants a handshake deal. If we give him a handshake deal, then he can sign for NXT and he can sign for us. Let's try and get him away from NXT completely. Let's do exclusive handshake. 60. You offered me 70 not long ago. Okay, go on. Working exclusive. Okay. Just do a handshake deal then. The only thing that I'm thinking is the problem that I'm thinking is that kind of an ironclad clause, can it? NXT is on the same night as us. How have they got a better offer? It's probably the length of time. Yep, see? Now he'd seriously considering the terms unless he receives a better offer from somewhere else. So Ace Blanc is someone we could bring in, we could build up, and he could be one of our own. The offer is not being seriously considered. Danhausen leaves. Oh, okay. I thought you said he left NWA. My heart dropped for a second then. Danhausen. No, he's left AEW. I thought it said he left the NWA. My heart absolutely dropped. We're fine. We're all good. Now, with the upcoming pay-per-view, we had a bunch of people who weren't going to be available. So we've had to move the pay-per-view date. So there may be a few more powers before we get to Redemption. And this is why Redemption isn't here at this moment in time. But we are on the road to that. We just have to do a few more shows before we get there. But you'll probably see that in the next episode. So thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Catch me all over the place. And see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Sheesh, Mari, how you did this.